So I would like to try something different with this stream that we have not done before at Geekenstein here, and we will do for all the games that we actually, or at least I will do for all the games that I finish on the stream. I would like to go ahead and just offer you a straight off-the-cuff review, which will of course be at the end of this archive video and presented separately. So, I am a huge Game of Thrones fan. I am also a huge Telltale fan, and now we are one episode in, and while you can't really judge the series, the Telltale's Game of Thrones completely until the story is finished, they are presenting these episodes as things you can buy separately, and therefore they have to be judged as such. Now, this is by far the most intense and emotional and just raw game that Telltale has made yet. Like, every decision, it felt like I was making this just intense, weighty choice that I would feel the ripple effects from continuing on. And while I have no intention to play to see what other decisions will take me, I will of course do research into that before we play episode 2. The only actual issues I had at all playing through this were smaller technical ones, as we discussed. The weird kind of like frosted glass or like heat shimmer effect on the background on certain textures, and just this engine is showing age, and while you can't completely fault it, it does, when you're trying to present this immersive narrative experience, it is a little distracting. Regardless, this episode was utterly fantastic. I loved playing through every second of this. I mean, if you watch the actual stream of us playing it, I had meant to take a break at some point and come back, but I couldn't stop. I wanted to know what happened next. And this episode clocked in at about 2 hours, which is, I would say, completely reasonable for $5, especially for an interactive experience versus, double that for same length of a movie. This was incredible. Easily the best Telltale has done, barring the fact that I haven't played Walking Dead Season 2 yet, but regardless, I loved this first episode of Game of Thrones, and I cannot wait to see where the series goes from here, because Telltale has done just an amazing job setting up their story. Hopefully it can continue on as strongly and not get that feel of a story just shoved into an ongoing narrative and feel more a full part of it. So we shall see, and we will of course be back with more awesome content at geekenstein.com. Bye everyone.